Before I go ahead and talk about the models, I want you to, in this lesson, pay attention to some help that I'm going to talk about when working with migrations and Artisan commands, because Artisan commands are something that you mostly need if you don't know, if you barely scratch the surface in working with Laravel. So in this lesson, if you go to your root of your application, whatever the name is, and if you type PHP Artisan without continuing, so let's just hit enter. As you can see, we have different Artisan commands. There's quite a lot of them, so you can have a look at work with them. We have different options, and we have let me just go ahead and we have different options, and we have available commands. So the first thing I want to show you, in every in your app folder, if you open up your controllers, in every controllers on top, you can see a namespace called app. The application created by Laravel usually named app, and you can change it by changing just the app name, but it's quite a lot of them. In fact, if you go and head over to every controller, you can see that we have app right here. We come down to middleware. If you open up the authentication, we have app right here. We go to this middleware, you can see that we have here. Open up the request, also we have here. There's quite a lot of them, so it's really tedious to go ahead and remove it one by one. So all you need to do, go ahead and issue a command by Artisan, which will help you to change the name of your application. If I can show you, there's going to be a unique line right here for app that will change the application name. So let's issue this command by typing it. If I type PHP Artisan app : name, and then you can just name anything you want for your application. Let's just start by capital letter. So let's call this parse click. So I'm just going to hit enter, and application namespace set. So if you now go ahead and open up any of these files, you can see that we have parse click on the top of this application. So your application name has been changed, as well as your namespace. So the next thing I'm going to talk about, let's just open up this PHP Artisan again and have a look at all these commands. So we have database seed, which I'm going to talk in the future. Seed is actually basic seeding the database with fake data in order you to be able to work with database. But I'm not going to talk a lot about it in this video. So the next thing you're going to want to work with, we have migrate, we have optimize. If you optimize the framework for better performance, if you want to optimize it to see how your application works, you can issue this command. We have serve, which runs the server PHP. We have tinker. We have also up and down. As you can see, down puts the application into a maintenance mode. So whenever you want to put your application into a temporary maintenance mode, so you don't want users to access to your either system or website, you can issue this command. And as well, if you want to make it back again, bring the application out of the maintenance mode, so you can just issue up method. We talked about app name, out, which is out clear resets. It flushes expired password reset token. So anything for password reset token, either generated by users or when they actually go to the system and they say, okay, we forgot our password. The first button they click, the system is going to generate a new token for them and email them. By some reason, if they don't access their email address, or they didn't successful to check their emails or anything like that, the token is going to stay on your database forever. So what this command does is actually creates and flushes all those expired password reset token that generated by default in your database. We have cache clear and cache table. So it flushes the application cache, because when you work with your application, there are a lot of caching stuff saved in your some of your directories, and these config cache and clear cache creates the cache file for faster configuration loading and removes the configuration cache file. I talked about seed, which I'm going to cover in upcoming videos. We have event generates the missing events and listener based on registration. I'm going to talk about events thoroughly in the future. Let's talk about this key generate. Key generates, as you can see here, sets the application key. Different applications have different key to use with cookies or sessions or for most other jobs. So if you want your application to have another application key, so all you need to do is just issue this command. So I'm just going to issue it right here to see what is going to happen. So I'm just going to paste this, and you can see that application key has been changed successfully. If somebody reveal your application key or something, and you put it on the GitHub or somebody access to it, you can easily change it by this command. Next thing, I'm gonna go back to make commands. We worked with some of them like migration. We haven't worked with a console controller. But you saw that I created a controller by my hand, so I just right click and went to a controller, and I created a new resource controller class. If you want to create a controller without even copying all of these stuff again, namespace and use and your class name, all you need to do is just go ahead and issue this command with a name. So let's say PHP Artisan make controller, and give it a name. So if you want to give it a name, I'm going to talk about how you give it a name, but it has to be a capital, starting with capital letter and camel case. And as well as middleware, you saw that we added a provider and alias. If you want to add a provider, let's say laravel collector, so you can just issue this command, it will add it for you. We have migrate install, creates a migration repository. We have refresh, reset, rollback. We saw it, and then we have migrate status. Let's just issue this command to see what is going to happen. Migrate status. You can see that it will show the status of our migration. So we have we saw that if you already ran the migrations, you can see that we have Y, green Y here, representing the yes. If you haven't done the migration already, it will say, okay, no, you haven't done these update paintings, because I rolled back last time you saw. So this is really simple. I don't know if any of you have worked with Ruby on Rails, but this is something really similar. Next, we have migrate reset. If you have, let's say, if you want to reset, go to the version 0 of your migrations. All you need to do is just type PHP Artisan migrate reset. It's going to roll back all database migrations for you. And we also have refresh, which resets and rerun all the migrations. So these two are a little bit different. The first one is going to reset and rerun all the migrations, but the second one is just roll backs all the migrations. We have queue, which is not the time to talk about it. We have route cache, we have route list. So if you want to see the route list, you can type this command. Let's just do it and go ahead and then say PHP Artisan route list. You can see all the routes. Let me just make it a little bit bigger. We have get for this about page. Then we have get again, head for this something. We all have get until we come here. So we have get, head, post, put, patch, delete for submit, and all of these showing and representing your route. So if you want to look at every route that you have, all you need to do is just type PHP Artisan route list. Next, we have schedule run or schedule run the scheduled commands, and also we have session table, creates a migration for the session database table. And we have vendor publish, which publish any publishable assets from vendor package. This is really good commands to run in the production environment. And we have view clear, which clears all compiled view files. So in this video, I just wanted to show you all the Artisan commands for you, because working with these commands makes your life much easier.